guys, it's Bianca and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing the 25 facts about me tag. I've been watching so many of these videos lately, so today I thought I'd sit down and create a video for you guys so you can get to know me, because in my makeup videos, I feel like I don't really get to connect. So I'm really excited to create this for you and I hope you get to know me a bit better, and let's just get straight into it. So I'm going to start with the fact that shocks most people when I tell them. So before this year, I actually haven't eaten any junk food or any soft drink or sugar or any lollies and stuff like that for 10 years. So when I was back in primary school, I gave up junk food for Lent, and then I kind of got into that habit and routine of not eating it and feeling so good. So I stopped eating it for 10 years and my body just felt amazing and I was always feeling so energized and everything. So I hadn't eaten it for 10 years and it was only until this year where I ate like a waffle or something from Max Brenner. I don't mind treating myself, but if I can get it in a healthier version, then I'd rather that. I had braces in year 8, and in the first week of getting braces, I got like an Indian curry, like a butter chicken or something. And because I had the clear braces, as soon as I ate it, and went to the bathroom and checked my teeth, my clear braces were all stained yellow. So for about a month, I had yellow braces until my next checkup, which was really embarrassing and unfortunate, but I couldn't really do much about it. So I'd always just make sure I'd brush my teeth. I have 2 weird allergies, which I don't even know how I got these, but I'm allergic to cockroaches and fresh like pine trees, like the Christmas trees. I used to have one of them, but I never used to feel like I was allergic to it. It was only until like I went to get a blood test and a allergy test, because when I like put makeup on, I get a really runny nose. So I went to check for that, and then they told me I had those 2 allergies, and yeah, it was really random and I don't know, but it's just so weird. Growing up, I used to be the biggest tomboy. I used to do every single sport under the sun at school. I didn't wear makeup. I used to wear like big baggy clothes. Like I was even awarded the sports person at my school at the time. I used to do like cricket and I was the only girl, and running and like, oh, I don't even know, but I used to do every single sport, and I don't know, I just started dancing and now I've changed. I have been fortunate enough to win 2 trips to America. So my first trip to America was sponsored by Sony Australia, and that was for So That You Can Dance. So I was awarded $10,000 in spending money, 2 tickets to fly to LA for 7 days, tickets backstage So That You Can Dance, and basically what it was a competition in Sydney in Hyde Park in front of like hundreds of people, and we had to get up onto the stage and freestyle and dance, and it was the person that accumulated the most points won. So I won that day, and Kat Deely came from LA and I met her, and so I went to America that time. And then the second time was when I'm doing full-time. I won a scholarship to go, and I'm going to go actually next year, so that's what I'm doing. That's a half-paid scholarship. So yeah, I'm lucky enough to go 2 times. I've had long hair now for about 12 years. When I was in like year 2 or something, I cut it up to a bob with a front fringe, and then that's just because my mum wanted me to, and then ever since then I've just kind of grew it out and had really long thick hair. I will never cut my hair, I don't think, just because my hair's so thick, so if I was to cut it short, it would just kind of go like that, and because it is really naturally curly, it just I wouldn't be able to style it properly. I cannot whistle outwards, so I always am trying to whistle outwards, but I can't. When I was younger and I had no braces and I had a gap in my tooth, I used to be able to whistle outwards because I feel like the air could get in between my teeth, but now I can't, and I always whistle inwards, and everyone always like jokes around it with me. But when I'm older, I want to have 8 kids. That seems like a lot, but I just want to have 8 kids for some reason. I've always grown up around kids, and I teach dancing, so I feel like I have a really good connection with kids. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but that's what I'd like. One day when I was around 10, I was going to Luna Park with my family, and I had to stop off at a friend's house before to give her a jacket. And when I got out of the car, my stuck closed the door on my thumb, and my thumb swelled up to about this big, like a light bulb, and it was throbbing the whole day at Luna Park. And then I end up actually having my nail fall off, and I had no nail for about like 6 months, and when it grew back in like bumps, and it was all gross, and it was really bad and painful. My favorite genre of movies are romance and true stories. I love true stories because you can just feel like you can connect to them more, and then you kind of like put yourself in that situation, and yeah, and I just love romance. Like I love sitting there on a lounge or cuddling up in bed and watching romance movies. During high school, I always wanted to graduate and become a fashion designer or a costume designer just because I really love to sew, and unfortunately at school I had to choose whether to do dance or textiles because they clashed on the same line. So I chose dance, and I do not regret that at all. I love dancing so much, but there's always been that deep passion for me, back. So one day I might start up my sewing business, but for now I'm really happy with dance. I love cooking, I love meal prepping, I love like making food for other people, I love eating food, so I love making sweets as well. It's just something that I've always just loved doing, and I don't really find it a hassle to cook. Like, I'm always up early making breakfast, always made my lunch. I never really bought lunch out, and yeah, I just love really making like lots of whole foods and healthy foods that are gonna make me full and full of nutrients. In my whole life, I have never broken any bones. I have been active pretty much my whole life as well, and I'm so lucky I've never broken any bones. The only thing I have done is torn a hamstring, but that's just because of dancing, and like one day I kicked my leg too high and didn't really warm up. But no, I've never broken any bones, I've never hurt anything. I'm normally really good at like recoveries and stuff, just because I'm like kind of flexible, so it my muscles like just come back together really quickly. When I eat Vegemite, I put no butter. I get like the knife and I put my whole toast full of Vegemite to the corners, lather it on. I could eat Vegemite by the spoon. I love it. It's salty. It's so good. When I sometimes eat Vegemite, I used to get headache, but now I don't anymore. But yeah, I just love the flavor of it, and I feel like you either put Vegemite with butter and a tiny bit of Vegemite, or you're like me who just lathers it kind of like Nutella all over it, not one bit of bread showing. If you haven't guessed yet, I am a dancer. I love everything about dancing. I've danced for about 12 years now. I love performing. My absolute goal, like dream job, would be to become a backup dancer for J-Lo. I just love her music, the whole like Spanishy vibes. Oh, I love her. Yeah, and then one day I want to create my own company and my own show for like clubs and stuff. So that's something I'm going to start planning and really working towards. And I just really want to work with passionate people that enjoy what I do. And I think that's one of the best tips for a successful business. I am very OCD. I love everything to be coordinated and color coordinated and just in order and neat and tidy. My wardrobe is like sectioned off into colors, so white, pink, like blue, red, black. It's all there just so when I go look for what I want to wear for the day, I know exactly where to go and look. Yeah, I just love having everything in like organized boxes. So in my wardrobe, I even have like a box down below for hats and bags and scarves and belts, and I just feel like if I'm in a rush, I don't ever have to go worry about where it is, whereas if I have it organized before, I know where everything is. I am either full glam, makeup, hair done, nice clothes, or I am so disgusting, no hair done, like odd tracksuits from like when I was like 10, like really bad. Like I could not walk out of the house or be seen like that. If I'm at home, I just want to be comfy, and yeah, like no one's gonna see me anyway, so what does it matter? I used to love rides and heights and everything that went upside down and roller coasters and everything, but now I feel like I'm really self-conscious, and not self-conscious in a bad way, but just conscious of what's around me, and like now I'm like putting a judgment onto something before I go do it. So now when I go on rides, I get really worried, and my stomach, like, you know, that feeling when your stomach drops, I just get that. So I haven't been on a ride in so long, so I don't know if it would be the same now, but yeah, I just get really scared and worried. I just feel like something's gonna happen, like even though it might not, but I get that feeling. I am addicted to coffee. I'm Italian and I love coffee. My family makes coffee like every single day in the little like percolator on the cooktop or in a coffee machine. I don't really like have massive like cappuccinos or anything. I just love like a little short black in the morning. It gets me going, and I don't know, I love the taste. It just makes me feel so like warm and relaxed, and yeah, I love it. I have to have one every single day. I have to play music no matter what I'm doing. I have to have some kind of like sound or music in the background. I just can't sit there and just be like quiet. It feels like unnatural because I'm a dancer as well, so I'm always around music and like stuff being really loud, and I have to put the music loud. Like in the car, my sister says I blast it too loud, but it just gets me in the right mood and it makes me really happy. So I just have to listen to music no matter what. My favorite food ever is sushi and acai bowls. I love acai bowls. I love the granola and honey, and in summer I have an acai bowl like at least 4 times a week. I also buy like the acai like packs in the freezer, so you can make them at home, but there's something better than going to the beach in summer and buying an acai bowl. And with sushi, my favorite is the tuna and avocado one with the brown rice. I am the kind of person that when I put my mind to something, I am very dedicated and I will not stop until I like set that goal. So when I commit to something, I either have to do it 100% or nothing, just because I will get so down in myself if I don't, and it's like a waste of time and there's not even like any point of putting the energy into it. So when I do something, I like to do it 100% and I will not stop until I get to the goal that I want to achieve. One of my favorite little things that I like to do in the holidays or just like during the week is I love going on brunch dates. I love finding like new cafes and like ones in like cool alleyways and cool like places for photos. I love taking photos of like my food on the plate, like from the top. I'm like the person that gets up on the chair at the cafe and they're like, yeah, really embarrassing, but that's me. Yeah, I love going for even just a coffee with like friends, and it's such a good way to catch up and just, yeah, if I eat a good brunch, I feel like for the rest of the day I'm fine and I'll have like a late lunch. So yeah, and it doesn't have to be as big. So I just love going on brunch dates. It's one of my favorite things ever. Okay, so that brings it to the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed and you got to know me a little bit better. I can't wait to create more like relaxed videos like this for you. It's really nice. It just feels nice and calm in my room, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys.